first time I tried DEBOSCH e-liquid, I was surprised and impressed. This time I was not surprised, but I was definitely impressed. Now if you saw that intro, you saw how the bottles looked, how they were packaged and everything. It's pretty easy to tell that aesthetically, this is as premium as you're gonna get as far as how it looks and the branding and such for e-liquid, which I think is very commendable just to start. Now, do the liquids keep up with that standard? That's what I'm here for, that's what the review is gonna tell you. But let's get some stuff out of the way just to do with the business. I was really impressed by their website. They have lab results on there that you can check. They have it for the first 3 liquids that I reviewed, and I assume they're gonna just do it for the next 3, the ones I'm doing in this video, but so far they don't have them yet. So they have 6 e-liquids for sale right now, and they're running a deal on their website. I have nothing to do with this, I just went on the website to do my research and found it. If you buy 3 liquids, they come in packs of 3 in these boxes. If you buy all 3 and you enter the coupon free purity at checkout, you're gonna get free shipping, which kind of negates the fact that each bottle is 23 Canadian dollars. That may seem expensive, it's just over the average, which is about 20 Canadian dollars for a premium e-liquid, but once you count in the fact that they're offering free shipping, it kind of balances it out, which is nice. So good marketing, good branding, dealing with customer service as far as I'm concerned, dealing with Peter. Hi Peter. They've been great so far, but as I always say, those things can only take you so far, so let's talk about the flavors. So like I said, there's 3 flavors, and I have a little flavor card right here. There's 3 flavors I'm gonna be reviewing, and it's kind of cool. So one of them I was excited to try. Another one I was very skeptical of trying, just to see, I wasn't sure if they would pull it off. And the third one I'm interested to try because it's kind of a unique flavor. It's kind of a regular flavor, but it's got a unique spin on it. So the first one we're gonna try is the one I was excited for, and that's Royal Mint. The flavor profile is a chocolate mint with a hint of vanilla. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know that chocolate mint is one of my favorite profiles of all time. So yes, I was excited for it, but at the same time, chocolate mint can be very hard to pull off. Most of the time, no matter what, I can still vape it and be happy with it because I just like chocolate mint. But getting the right balance of chocolate to mint, and also getting that chocolate right so that it doesn't taste waxy and artificial, can be very difficult. So I was excited to try this one. You can see vapor production is pretty good. All of these are a 70 VG 30 PG blend, so they're thick enough that you're gonna get decent amounts of vapor, but they're thin enough to work in your tanks. My excitement has met the expectation. This is a really good chocolate mint. The balance is pretty much as perfect as you're gonna get. And most of the time with chocolate mint, you're gonna have something that has either more chocolate or more mint, and one of them is gonna overpower the other. However, if you get it right, neither of them are really pushing each other out of the way, and that's what they've done here. The chocolate, it's a really nice chocolate. It's more of a milk chocolate. There's no waxy or artificialness, it's just very smooth and creamy. And as far as I can tell, the mint is just a mint flavor, like a peppermint flavor. Most of the time you get a mint that has a very strong cold sensation, almost like a menthol. This one does not have that, and my favorite chocolate mint of all time is called Winter Strike by the company Cloud Panda. It's another Canadian company. And that has the perfect balance in my opinion, but it also has a very strong cold sensation that you get from the mint, but it has enough chocolate to balance that out. DEBOSCH has kind of gone the other way in the sense that neither of the flavors are really strong, but they're balanced very well. So I'm getting a very good chocolate mint flavor, but I'm not getting that really cold sensation. There's a hint of it, but not too much. Either way, I can see myself vaping this all day. Even in the summer now that it's really hot, just the littlest amount of mint and that cold sensation goes a very long way with the heat. The second flavor is called Legato, and the description is: satisfy your coffee fix with a delicious full-bodied cappuccino topped with a sweet caramel and light creamy finish. I don't think the light creamy finish needed to be there because as far as I know, a cappuccino has that creaminess, but let's try it. I should mention that this flavor Legato was the one I was skeptical to try. And the reason for that is coffee and caramel. That is a very bold move to make an e-liquid with those two flavors. If coffee is not done right, it can come across as a burnt popcorn flavor. And if caramel is not done right, it just tastes like burnt sugar basically, and sometimes that could be nice, but it can be a very overpowering flavor. So can coffee, so when you mix the two, it can be very dangerous, and I was skeptical to try that. This is actually really nice. Now it's the summer and it's a bit too heavy for me to vape all day or even during the day. Maybe at night when it cools down a bit, I could handle it. But it's very, very rich. The flavor itself is really nice. The first thing you get is the cappuccino. It's definitely a coffee flavor, but it's not too much of a coffee bean. It's more of kind of what you would expect out of a coffee vape, but it does not have that burnt popcorn flavor, which is nice. The caramel is not too strong. I can feel kind of like a sweetness on the tip of my tongue. I don't know if sweetness goes on the tip of your tongue, but either way, that's where I taste it. It's a nice caramel flavor, but it is very rich and very heavy. So that you're gonna have to think about that and when you're vaping it. This I consider a seasonal vape. I would want this in the winter probably. Maybe with like a heavy beer or even a coffee or something. The flavor is really nice. This third flavor is called Geisha, and it's described as a refreshing burst of orange mandarin paired with a milky cream and finished with a forbidden taste of absinthe. I agree, it's a forbidden taste because I hate absinthe. That's why I was interested to try this, because like in a lot of e-liquids, there's flavors that I don't like in, I guess, like real life or real food or drink, but in e-liquid, I'm a fan of. Absinthe is still a tricky one. If there's too much of it, I throw it away. I can't stand it. So I'm interested to try this. I've tried it a couple times already, and let me vape it before I tell you. So the first thing I notice off of this is that there's not much cream in this. There is a creamy kind of flavor, but there's not too much of that creamy feeling that goes with something normally as strong as an orange cream. That's a very subjective thing. I mean, if you like orange cream flavors, but you don't like that very heavy cream flavor, for example, like now in the summertime, you want something refreshing, as it says, this works. But I think if you're looking for that really classic orange cream, it's thick, it's heavy, and it's rich with that cream with the strong flavor of the orange, you're not gonna get that out of this. Personally, just because it's summer now, I actually prefer this. The mandarin, the orange flavor is strong, but it's fresh. It says a refreshing burst, and that's kind of how I can describe this. It does give a very burst kind of flavor, almost like a starburst. There is not too much absinthe in there. There's just maybe a drop, and it kind of brings out the flavors of the orange. Not really the cream, but it definitely brings out that flavor of the orange, and it's nice. By far, this has the strongest throat hit. The other ones, it has it, and it's nice, it's smooth. This one, it's still smooth, but it definitely has a bit more of a kick in the back of your throat. A bit, not quite scratchy, but definitely stronger than the rest. Out of the three, my favorite is this one, the Royal Mint. The balance of chocolate and mint is just really good, and that's kind of biased because my favorite profile is chocolate mint, so it's just done really, really well. I'm a big fan of this. If you want to get that 3-bottle deal, don't forget the coupon, and you don't have to choose these 3. You can look at my other reviews, see which ones sound good to you, and kind of mix and match. But honestly, I think DEBOSCH is underrated. I don't hear too many people talking about them, and I honestly think it's because not many people know about them. If they could try the flavors that I've tried today and the ones I tried before, I definitely think they would be getting a lot more attention. I hope they're gonna be at CVE because they need that attention. Just really well done. You can get this. You can get these flavors in 0, 3, or 6 milligram. I've been using the 6, and the throat hit is there, but it's smooth. And it says on these cards that there's 30 ml and 60 ml bottles. So that's about it. If you have any other questions about this liquid or anything else, I'm happy to ask them. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos and reviews and tutorials or whatever you want to see. And if you hit the thumbs up button, that helps out the channel a lot, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.